Hey, pedal people, it's the pedal guy here. How you doing? You got pedal questions, I got pedal answers, so let's get to it. Well, I'd like to welcome you to the very first Q&A session here at the Pedal Guy, where we take your questions and I try to answer them to the best of my ability. If this is your first time on our YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe to us by hitting the subscribe button, and also make sure you ring the bell so you stay up to date with all those videos. And if you're watching this on Facebook and Instagram, be sure to like and follow us there so you can stay up to date with all of our activities. We post daily, and you definitely don't want to miss it. Okay, so let's get right to it. The first question we're going to cover here is from Paul, and this is in regards to the Trio Plus. I love mine. The only problem I'm having is trying to play a slow song. Kick in the drums and the tempo will sometimes go slow and sometimes go double time. I have alt time set to red, or slow, and try to play the same chord progressions with varying results. Ideas? Well, Paul, thank you for your question. I appreciate it truly. And unfortunately, I don't have a really precise answer to give you there, because really it does come down to simply practicing. I approach the Trio Plus and the Strum, for that matter, like an instrument, because that's exactly what it is. It's an instrument, and I'm teaching it apart. So if there's any variations to my playing, the Trio is going to simply listen to that and then build a rhythm around it. But to give the rest of you kind of a better idea of what we're talking about here, if you're using the Trio Plus, we have the Trio Plus. You can see that this is a brand new song. The band LED is blinking slowly red, meaning that it's ready to learn a part. In the upper right corner here, we have the Alt Time button. Now, if I press this once, it starts blinking red in synchronization with the band LED, which means that it's going to be expecting a slow tempo. If I press it again, it's now going to be blinking green, which means that it's going to be expecting a faster tempo. Or I can just leave it alone, and whatever happens, happens. Now, this will, of course, give you varying results. Nothing's perfect, but just practice, Paul. I know you can get there. You just have to practice, man. And once you get it under your thumbs, believe me, it'll happen. It does take a few times. It's just like learning a looper. It takes time to get that timing right. Okay, so this next question we have is from Dustin, and it concerns the Strum. What I hate about this pedal is that the lights are so bright I cannot see the writing around the knobs. I just got it and I'm unfamiliar with it. Very frustrating. What in the world made them think it was a good idea to paint it white with pale gray lettering, then put LEDs in it that are as bright as the sun? Well, Dustin, I really wish I had a better answer for you on that one. We don't build the pedals here and make them, but I do agree it is a little hard to read when you've got it. It's definitely in a sunlight sort of situation. I can imagine that those LEDs would be a little difficult to read, or at least where you are. But just like every other product, it's simply a matter of practice and just getting the functionality under your thumbs, or in this case, under your feet. Once you do, it'll become second nature. So my best suggestion is watch all of our videos on the Strum. We did several of them. They're very well regarded. We have a lot of great feedback on them, and hopefully that will get you going where you need to go. All right, this next question comes from JS Muzak, and I'm just going to take a shot in the dark on that one. Can't see where we were shown how to change the modes on the FS3X. Okay, well, thank you very much for your question. Just did a preemptive switch there. Thank you very much for your question. I know that I mentioned it in this particular video, and I kind of overdid it on the Strum series. So I'll just take you through it really quick, okay? Very simple. So let's look down, straight down. Here we are. Now, we have three switches, the mode, the down, and the up. Each one of these serves a specific purpose for the Trio Plus. And you can see all of that in the manual. There's three different modes that you can access. Now, the way we switch those modes is we unplug from the Trio, okay? So let me make sure I make that very, very clear. You unplug from the Trio, not the foot switch, okay? So from there, you hold the mode you want down. You hold that button down as you plug it back into the Trio. And once you do that, you've now accessed that mode. You've told the Trio Plus that's the mode that I want to use with the foot switch. So I hope that answers your question. Certainly, let us know if you have any follow-ups on that one. Okay, this next question comes from Carpet Pro. Have you done a particular video on song parts? Your other ones on the Trio Plus didn't cover that. Thanks again. Well, Carpet Pro, thank you very much for your question. I'm assuming you mean, is there a video that we created on how to create parts and then create a song from that? I'm hoping I'm interpreting it correctly. Yeah, we did. I mean, we did do a video on creating parts. We did another video on how to sequence those parts so that when you're using the Trio Plus, you can teach it the sequence between the different parts if you'd like. Obviously, we can do a deeper dive into that. We're certainly happy to do that, but we need to know from you. So if it's something you want to see us do, if it's something you want to see me do for you, we were playing with the idea of a Trio Tuesday sort of idea, where we could create a song, maybe in a monthly basis, we could create a new Trio Plus song. But we have to hear from you in order to know if we're aiming in the right direction. Okay, so let us know and we'll go to it from there. Okay, so our next question comes from Flames at 1,000 Feet. I love these screen names, I gotta say. Dig the FS3X controller, but sure wish there was a mode to select songs. 'Twas a bit disappointing to discover that this functionality wasn't considered and also provided. It's a pain when you're performing live and have to reach down or get to the unit to change tunes out of the 12 recorded, and the knob adjustments can be quite sensitive during selection. Hoped for a software update, but none came about. The pedal's only drawback, I feel. Well, I do agree with you that is kind of an annoying setback on the product. And yes, it could be absolutely addressed, I think. When we look at it, just remembering we've only got three buttons here, 3 foot switches to work with. But maybe at some point there might be some sort of a hybrid solution where you could hold down 2 foot switches at once and maybe that would work. But again, it all comes down to the popularity of the product. It all comes down to Digitech's ability to actually put R&D together to do that. And personally, I have no idea. So if you ask me, gun to the head, I have no idea what to tell you there. But thank you very much for your feedback, and certainly we'll pass that along to Digitech. Okay, so here's another bit of feedback here from Judy. And Judy, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name because I'll probably get it wrong and I don't want to offend you. But it's very simple. Love the EVH shoes. And if you're wondering what she's talking about, these bad boys. I wear these a lot when we do the videos where we're pointing straight down. And you can actually get these yourself. They have them in the red and the white and the black. They also have them in the more traditional or the other variation, which is yellow and black, and I believe white and black as well. And I'll put a link in the video description below to try to help you find those a little faster. They also have flip-flops too, which I haven't bought those yet, but certainly it does make the videos a little more fashionable. Okay, the next question we have is from Kutna, and this has to deal with the Strum. Is it possible to use it for home studio recordings? Well, absolutely, Kutna. Thank you very much for your question, first of all. And yeah, absolutely. The Strum is great for doing that because it is like having a drummer in your studio. So, and it's got, I think, pretty acceptable sounds, especially for the purpose of recording demos. If you're going to go and upgrade and get yourself like, big old, you're going to get some big studio time, then yeah, maybe you want to bring in a session drummer. But remember that the Strum has perfectly acceptable sounding drums, I think, and a lot of variability to it to really make it an endless tool for creating demos. So especially when you can just record it straight into the computer and then you've got a million programs you can use. It doesn't matter if you're on a Mac or a PC. It honestly doesn't matter if you're on a computer or if you're on a tablet. There is going to be a recording program that will do the job for you. So thanks again for your question. Here's another question from Brian Post about the Strum. Is Digitech still in business? Yeah, they are. That's the easiest way I can put it. Okay, and the final one, and this is our funny one. So let's go ahead and throw a funny one in there, right? This comes from Chris, and this is the unboxing video of the Outlaw Effects Widowmaker metal distortion pedal. Any chance we could freaking hear it? What was the point of that? Well, Chris, it was an unboxing video, meaning we just simply unboxed it. I just unboxed it and did a quick video for it. I definitely want to do a video on the Widowmaker, but we get so many pedals in here that we have to prioritize which one's going to come first. I know eventually we are going to circle back and we're going to hit up some of those outlaw effects, because I have gotten a lot of questions about, can you do this with the Dumbleweed? Can you do that with the General? And obviously you want to hear what the Widowmaker sounds like. But it's, eventually we will get around to it. So thank you very much for the feedback, and we will certainly try to do our best to make you happy. So that does it for our first Q&A session. Let us know what you think. Use the comments below and sound off and let us know what you think. If you want to see more videos like this, let us know. If you hated it, let us know. If you have some feedback on it, let us know. But for more information on the pedals that you've seen in this video and other products that we carry, please visit us at ThePedalGuy.com. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks and have a great day.